The Kansas City Chiefs stunned the NFL world with a sudden and unexpected decision. A key player, once considered central to the team's strategy, has been released. The move raises immediate questions about roster management, salary cap pressures, and organizational priorities. Analysts are dissecting the timing, implications, and underlying reasons for the cut, while fans express disbelief and concern. This chapter introduces the context. A team known for careful planning has made a high-impact decision that will affect both current season performance and long-term strategy. Understanding the circumstances behind this release is crucial to grasping the broader narrative of the Chiefs' evolving roster, team dynamics, and the pressures faced by elite franchises operating under intense public scrutiny. The player in question had been a fixture on the Chiefs' roster, contributing in significant ways both on and off the field. Known for consistent performance, leadership, and experience, this athlete's departure represents a substantial shift. Examining career statistics reveals a player who excelled in critical moments, provided depth in key positions, and influenced team morale positively. Beyond measurable performance, the player carried institutional knowledge and familiarity with coaching strategies, making their release even more impactful. Analysts speculate how the loss will affect offensive or defensive schemes and teammates' adaptation to the absence of this familiar presence. This profile underscores the magnitude of the decision, highlighting how roster management decisions often involve difficult trade-offs between performance, cost, and long-term planning. The decision to cut this player was driven by multiple strategic factors. Salary cap constraints play a significant role, as teams must balance elite talent acquisition with financial sustainability. Performance considerations, injury history, and projected future contributions also influence the outcome. The Chiefs' management likely weighed the impact on roster flexibility, potential replacements, and alignment with long-term objectives. Internal discussions between coaching staff and executives would have evaluated both immediate performance and projected trajectory. External pressures, including fan expectations, media scrutiny, and league trends, may have contributed to the timing. This chapter explores the complexity of roster decisions, illustrating that cuts are rarely isolated events. They are calculated moves within a broader strategy aimed at maintaining competitive balance and organizational health. The release of a key player forces immediate tactical adjustments. Offensive and defensive schemes may require reconfiguration to compensate for the loss of skill, experience, and positional depth. Coaches must evaluate remaining personnel, potentially promoting backups or integrating new signings. This shift can affect game plans, situational play calling, and rotational strategies. The timing of the cut also matters, as upcoming matchups may present challenges with an altered lineup. Analysts will monitor how the Chiefs maintain efficiency and execution under changed circumstances. The impact extends beyond on-field tactics, affecting practice schedules, player roles, and team cohesion. The organization's ability to adapt quickly and implement effective solutions will determine whether the release becomes a setback or a calculated step toward long-term success. Releasing a prominent team member inevitably influences locker room dynamics. Players must adjust to new hierarchies, shifts in leadership, and altered responsibilities. Veteran athletes may take on additional mentorship roles, while younger players face increased opportunities. Morale can fluctuate, and team chemistry requires careful management. Coaches and support staff play a crucial role in facilitating smooth transitions, ensuring communication remains clear and expectations are understood. The organization must address potential friction, maintain focus, and reinforce collective goals. Observers will watch how remaining players respond in practice and games, evaluating resilience, adaptability, and collaboration. The ability to maintain cohesion under personnel changes often determines whether a team can navigate adversity effectively while remaining competitive in a demanding league environment. The Chiefs' decision provoked immediate reactions across social media, sports networks, and fan forums. Supporters expressed shock, disappointment, and speculation, questioning the rationale behind the move. Analysts dissect its implications, considering both short-term performance and long-term strategy. Media narratives emphasize the tension between roster management, financial considerations, and on-field results. Public reaction highlights the emotional connection fans have with players, demonstrating the influence of perception on organizational reputation. Merchandise trends, attendance, and engagement metrics may fluctuate as a result. Effective communication from the team is critical to shaping the narrative, clarifying reasons, and maintaining confidence in leadership. Fan sentiment underscores the high stakes of roster decisions and the broader impact on team identity and public image. Examining similar decisions in NFL history provides context for the Chiefs' move. Teams often release key players due to salary cap limitations, declining performance, or strategic shifts. Historical examples reveal patterns in timing, media reaction, and subsequent team performance. In some cases, teams rebound quickly with replacements or emerging talent. In others, the absence of experienced personnel creates gaps affecting consistency and playoff prospects. Lessons from these precedents illustrate the risks and potential benefits of bold roster decisions. For the Chiefs, the current release aligns with a calculated strategy emphasizing future flexibility and competitiveness. Historical context helps stakeholders anticipate consequences and understand that such decisions, while difficult, are common in elite sports management. The immediate impact of the release manifests in game day strategy and performance. Depth charts may shift, requiring backups to assume larger roles and adapt to new responsibilities. Play calling and rotations may be altered to leverage available strengths. Coaches must monitor execution closely, adjusting for both offensive and defensive balance. The team may experience temporary setbacks in efficiency, communication, or situational execution. Observers will evaluate how quickly new or remaining players acclimate and whether performance levels stabilize. Short-term outcomes serve as indicators of organizational adaptability and resilience, revealing the effectiveness of coaching, preparation, and team cohesion in mitigating challenges arising from sudden roster changes. The Chiefs' ability to respond quickly is crucial for maintaining competitiveness. Beyond immediate effects, the release has long-term implications for the Chiefs. Salary cap flexibility improves, enabling potential acquisitions or draft investments. The decision may influence future roster management, player recruitment, and internal promotion strategies. Leadership demonstrates a willingness to make difficult choices to align with strategic objectives. The move also signals to the league that the Chiefs prioritize long-term sustainability over sentiment, reinforcing organizational identity. Analysts track how the decision affects team culture, retention of talent, and competitive trajectory. Success or challenges in the aftermath will shape perceptions of management competence and foresight. Strategic foresight and disciplined execution will determine whether this decision strengthens the organization or creates lingering vulnerabilities in a competitive NFL landscape. The Chiefs' decision to release a key player marks a critical juncture in the team's evolution. While immediate reactions include shock and speculation, the organization's strategic vision extends beyond short-term optics. Adjustments in personnel, tactics, and leadership will test resilience, adaptability, and cohesion. Fans and analysts will closely observe subsequent performance, evaluating how the team navigates adversity. The move illustrates the balance between financial management, long-term planning, and on-field execution that defines elite franchises. Ultimately, the release may create opportunities for emerging talent, optimize roster structure, and reinforce competitive positioning. The Chiefs' ability to leverage this transition effectively will determine whether this decision becomes a catalyst for sustained success or a temporary challenge in a high-stakes professional environment.